All right, so today I'm going to continue with first of all, Corwin Duncan Sharper Mind Training. Welcome to my mental training for this week. Today is Wednesday, June 8th, and I'm feeling good. Um, so today I'm going to continue to follow the basic outline I laid out a couple weeks ago for myself of kind of a mental training plan moving forward, and that focused on uh, uh, training the breath, so breathing exercises, um, visualization, and I think a little bit of relaxation training, if I remember right. I don't have it right in front of me right now, but that's enough to go on. I think I talked in a recent video about the importance of relaxation. Uh, I'm going to talk a little bit today about visualization before I jump in and why it's so valuable. So we can probably accept or agree that experience helps us do things better. And the reason for this, the mechanism is when things are familiar to us, our brain actually recognizes them faster and processes information around them faster. So when you walk into your house that you've been in 1,000 times, you know where everything is basically supposed to be, and you don't have to stop and recognize everything and think, where does that go? Is this, something I need to stop and think about? There's a lot of stuff that just happens on autopilot. When you go to a competition and you're not familiar with that environment, your brain is kind of on high alert going, what's happening here? Uh, what do I need to be worried about? What do I need to pay attention to? And that takes up a lot of mental resources. When you go to a lot of competitions, and you get familiar with that environment, then it becomes much easier to kind of go on autopilot for some parts of it and leave more of your mental resources available to help you compete at your best. So how does visualization come into this? Because visualizing the environment or the experience you're going to be going through is almost like being there. It's not the same, but it helps you process through some of that initial, oh no, what's happening? And get used to the feeling of what it's going to be like to be there. Even though you're not actually there, remember your brain isn't that smart and you can trick it. So when you trick it into thinking you're there or you're kind of there, it gets used to it. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to start, as always, with 3-minute mindfulness. And then we're going to jump into 10 deep, slow breaths. And those are going to be in through the nose and out through the mouth. After that, we're going to do probably just like a 5-minute visualization and see how that goes. So starting with 3-minute mindfulness, first focused on the thoughts, then on the breath, then on the body. And I'll tell you when we switch, when each minute happens, because I don't know if you can hear my timer here. So go ahead and get comfortable. Take a deep breath. And bring your attention to your thoughts. Notice your breath. Move your attention to your body. And take a deep breath. We're gonna go right into 10 deep breaths. Nice and slow. Pause after you inhale, pause after you exhale. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to do it 10 times. Starting now. That was 10 for me. And I like it a little better when I'm doing it with a real effort to be steady and even. I inhale evenly the whole time. And I exhale evenly the whole time. This time I kind of let myself just do it. And it wasn't as good. I didn't like it as much. All right, so now we're gonna do, let's see, what do I have here for a timer? We're going to do a 4 to 5 minute visualization. Let's do 4 minutes. And remember, before you start your visualization, have clear in mind where you're fencing, what the environment is, what it looks like, who you're fencing, what you're fencing to, what the score is gonna is, what the score, what the bout is going to, and your focus or purpose in doing this visualization. Are you doing it to focus on, to practice high pressure moments? Are you doing it to practice getting comfortable with the idea of winning a bout against a difficult fencer, or what? Have that in mind. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, close your eyes and begin. I'm going to begin now. All right. I'm gonna take a breath. For me, what I'm finding is that it's difficult to stay focused and do the visualization um, kind of straight through. I often get distracted or I lose track of what I'm doing, but I'm getting better, right? As I'm practicing, I'm getting better at that. And even when I'm just able to connect with the actual touch in the bout for a moment, I can feel it in my body. I can feel my body reacting. And I think processing through some of the feelings, the challenging emotions that come up around fencing a good fencer and trying to do well. So that's all that is all for today. Good work. Keep it up, and I'll see you next week.